Hello and welcome to Get a Grip with me, Angela Scanlon.
And me, Vicky Patterson.
Now, this is the podcast where we get loud about the realities of womanhood.
And basically dive headfirst into the chaos of life.
So if you're sick of being told to pipe down or calm down or dare I say it, get a grip,
then you're exactly where you need to be.
grab a drink, pull up a chair and let's get into it. I'm sweating already.
I'm always hot. What we're doing with our bras this week, Ange? It's become one of my favourite parts.
We're tucking them behind our ears?
Yes. Okay, fine.
Yeah, fine.
I can do that.
Great, done. I imagine yours is a bit stinking right now.
I'm actually, what am I? Sports bra.
Obviously.
Excellent hold.
Very good.
Sturdy.
Speaking of excellent hold. Speaking of excellent hold. 39, top of the leaderboard. VP is the tango queen. Shit the bed, you were good, babe.
I'm so pleased you were there to say that, mate.
It was magic.
I really am.
So am I. I would have been furious if I'd seen one of your rotters.
Shite ones.
Yeah. Boo.
Didn't come this week then, mate.
Shut up. No, it was unreal.
Thank you.
I could tell when I met you beforehand that you were calm, you were poised, you were in the zone, and obviously dress rehearsal had gone pretty well.
It had. Do you know what we did at the weekend, right? Which I don't know if this bears any relevance or what, but you'll know this from your journey, is you have a week where all the crew's kids come.
Yeah.
And it's actually like a full-on show because they all bring loads of kids and you have some gorgeous like Make-A-Wish kids as well, and like it's
gorgeous.
Oh, it is the most beautiful experience to be able to perform for those children. And like I'll cry because that's who I am. But it felt like I did a real show before I did my show. And like actually I got a real insight into the joy we're bringing, because it's dead easy to just do your dance, to think you're just doing it for like Anton, Craig, Shirley, Motzi, whatever, and your mates are watching
and that the leaderboard is the thing.
And it's so easy to get lost in that and forget what you're actually doing, which is like when the world is a bit scary and life is a bit hard, you are bringing joy to loads of people with your dances and your commitment and your hard work and your silly little one-liners. So that just put me in the best possible space.
No, that's lovely. Like perspective on it.
Yeah, it just gives a bit of perspective. And oh God, I think also I just warmed up more, mate.
Yeah.
I felt like I actually had done a show before I did it. So,
but you just were like confident and sassy. Like it just felt like it all kind of
came together.
It
did come together, mate. Yeah. And I can do anger and sass. That's in my locker, you know? So I think
we've seen this.
Yeah. It's just not every week is like we've seen this, you know, not every week is going to be everyone's dance. Yeah. There's some ones that like you literally can try your hardest and it's just
not the one.
Not yours. But tango, angry, passion, ballroom frame.
The frame.
It worked for me, mate, and I'm really grateful.
Lovely.
And even if, right, like that is the last time I ever the first and only time I get to experience being top of the leaderboard, I'm just so happy I got to do it once because like it's such a nice feeling.
It is a nice feeling.
It's so nice, and it's one I never thought I'd experience. Like when Claudia said, "Oh, you're top of the leaderboard," I was in absolute shock, and I still am. I've sat and watched that dance back loads, mate, and I am dead proud of myself.
It's amazing.
I'm dead happy. I'm a bit emotional about it all because, like I say, I didn't expect it, but I'm thrilled to rims. I have been humbled this week straight away again. I'm doing the fucking jive.
The old kicky flicky put you back in your box.
Put us right back in my box where I deserve to be.
But you know what? I think that's lovely.
Yeah.
Like as in the fact that you were able to let it all land and to really feel that, because there is so little that you can control in it, truthfully. And so actually to really feel that, and I think people loved it, you know, the like absolute madness and the kind of sense of like shock, and it was completely deserved, you know, and you could feel that in the studio because it's always very different when you're watching it at home, but to be there you could literally hear a pin drop. There was such an intensity. And even when you came out onto the floor, I was like, go on, Vicky. She didn't even look at me.
I wouldn't. No.
Didn't even look at me. I was in the front row. I was in yellow. I was like a beacon of sunshine there to lift her spirits. She didn't even throw me a side eye.
No.
And I thought, that a girl, so focused.
So I normally am that person. I'm normally like, you're all right, thank you. Like breathing, like, you know, I'm so nervous. Kai's calming us down. He took me off before I came on the dance floor. He took me one side and went, do not interact with anyone on this dance floor. He says, get on there, get in the zone, rip this up. It's your moment. And I just did. Yeah. I just got my head down and thought, if there's ever going to be a chance, me chance to prove that I deserve to be here a little bit, like this is it.
And I think, no, it was beautiful because we've seen that like outward.
Yeah.
You can do all of that. That's very much in your locker. This was like internal. It was there was no clown, there was no playing to the crowd, and it felt really powerful. And I genuinely was like,
no, you're my stage mom.
Stage mom being like, and then when Craig whipped out his paddle, I thought, fuck me. That's the end of me now. I've never been happier. Even when I got a 9 from Craig myself, I don't think I was as happy.
Did you ever get a 10 off him?
Never got a 10.
Oh, I don't know. I feel
never got a 10.
He's a tough nut.
I was close. I was very close.
Yeah.
But no. Cigar.
My favourite, he just said, your hand annoyed me.
Your hand annoyed. I thought, I'm going to get up there and show you what an annoying hand looks like.
It's not my hand. You've got to hurry with, son. You've upset Big Red.
And Carol in the back coming.
What did my mum say? Did she say anything?
Carol.
Honestly, she'd had a couple of drinks through the day. She'd been at an event. I was really worried she was going to chin Craig.
She's been at an event. How funny. Because, I said to her, it's so lovely that you're here to see her. And she said, I was at an event in London. And I thought, Carol, keep a lid on that, okay? If you took the flight home, say that it was on purpose.
When Claudia's like, and your lovely mum is here all the way from France, I thought, she's fucking not here for me. She's here for a Planet Marketing event, Claudia. She just happened to come to
the
this.
Upside was she swung by L Street Studios. Bless. Anyway, it was magical. It was a wonderful, wonderful moment. Oh, we do have a video.
Is this you?
I have not watched it back, right?
Come on, let me see.
But people, our little gagglers have been sending videos of me basically
stuff.
You want me on your team, babes. That's the truth of it.
Your left hand bothered me.
Your left hand bothered me.
The palm should be facing the floor with the thumb tucked into the armpit. Apart from that, it was perfect.
Yeah! What? Yes! Go on, son! Go on, Big Red!
Honestly,
that was lush.
I can't.
Do you know what? It's when you know that you've been busting your arse and you know the level of work. It was just lovely.
And it wasn't plain sailing, mate. Like this time last week, I was like, I haven't got a tango in this.
I know.
It's mad, isn't it, how it all comes together? Like it's a proper roller coaster.
Yeah.
Those feelings like you're so inadequate, you're never going to get it. Like you don't know what you're doing, how much more have you got to give? And then when it comes together on a Saturday night,
boom,
best feeling in the world. Like
top of the leaderboard.
I'm going to enjoy it for a little bit.
Milk it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You deserve it. Milk it. Well, we will be talking about a woman who, squirted her little did. Does that need subtitles?
No, I'll be fine.
Squirted her boobie.
I like did.
I think did's better.
And also, it's a bit dark. Have you seen that Shay Mitchell is releasing a line of children's skincare?
Have I what?
I know. We'll get into it after the break.
Welcome back.
What in the world's been going on? Who's in the right?
Who's in the wrong? This feels Charleston-esque these days.
What have I missed?
What have I missed?
What in the world has been going on? Sorry, Harry.
Yeah.
Gascoigne, who wrote that jingle.
Gaza.
Big Gaz. He does singing lessons with my eldest daughter, 7.
Uh-huh.
And I walked in, the 3-year-old's trying to crash the lessons and take over. And I try to hold her back when I'm there. But I walked in the other day, I had to get something because I usually leave them, And I came in, he's on the keyboard and she's singing 42nd Street. So I listen over the door. 42nd Street. I don't know. It's kind of like show girl. Show tune. Anyhow, when I walk in, she's like dancing up and down the living room to the song, as she's singing the song. He's there to give her singing lessons. And while she's doing it, she's like, 42nd Street. And I said to her afterwards, I was like, is that a thing? And she was like, oh, not with his other people, but I always dance when we're singing. I was like, because I think
You get your money's worth.
honestly, I was trying to, she will not go to dance lessons for me. But she wants to be Taylor Swift.
Fair.
So I kept saying to her, babe, look at her up and down that feckin' stage.
Yeah.
Like you can't, if you want to be able to sing and dance, you need to practice singing and dancing. So she's really taking it to heart. And every song she's singing, she's like,
But what are the moves if she's had no training?
I mean, never let training get in the way of a bit of confidence.
That's it.
The confidence unbridled of a 7-year-old is a thing to behold.
Liberating.
So she's just tearing up and down. The legs go up and she slides. Like she's got moves. But she's also now trying to say, she said to me the other day, when I'm in the car and if I'm listening to songs back to back, I will try to really feel the song. And then when the next song comes on, I'll try to connect that song to the previous song and then turn the 4 songs into a film in her head. I was like, okay, cool.
You do you, girl.
Cool. How are we going to make a living out of this?
So it seems as though you're not just my stage mom.
I'm all the fucking stage moms.
Get very toddlers and tiaras over there. You got to be careful.
Honestly, absolutely.
So top of the list of what we've got to talk about today is Shay Mitchell. Do you know Shay Mitchell?
I follow her on Instagram along with 35.2 million other people.
Yeah.
I say follow. I unfollowed her.
Did you?
Continue.
Because of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
And
fair
I
enough.
don't usually do that.
Oh, I love an unfollow. I love it. I think it's such a snidey power play.
I know. I unfollowed the New York Times as well for different reasons, but I think
know
it's-
exactly the fucking reasons. Anyway, so she was in Pretty Little Liars. I didn't watch that, but I did watch You. She was in the first series of You. She played one of his girlfriends, mates. She had a great part. He ultimately killed her. Spoiler alert, but I'm assuming everyone's watched the first series by now.
If not, tough shit.
Anyway, she's a great actress, but she's also a founder of I think a suitcase brand.
Yeah, Bays, BEIS
something like that.
anyway, but it's colossal.
And a tequila brand. Essentially,
Obviously.
she is parlayed her stint in acting and everything else into being a real juggernaut on social media. She is really good on TikTok, essentially.
And I mean, this brand is epic. They've done, multiple collaborations. It's a globally successful. She's obviously doing a phenomenal job.
I feel like it's the Skims of suitcases.
Yes, I think that's a fair assessment.
She does do well. But this, for me, is a step too far. So basically, she has announced the launch of Rinny, I think it is. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
And it is skincare for kids.
Rinny means young in Korean.
Brilliant. So she said, teaching our kids, so the whole ethos behind the brand, teaching our kids that taking care of themselves can be fun, gentle and safe. Stating the company was inspired by her children being curious about our own skincare practices. It's created for growing faces, ages 3+, to hydrate, soothe and recover. I'm just going to state the obvious. Recover from fucking what?
Tanties left, right and centre at 3.
hard
My
day
daughter
in the
was face
sandbox.
down in Nero the other day. She could have done with a wipe, in fairness.
Could have done with a little soothing eye pack.
Honestly, I actually really furious about this.
I was going to say, as a mother, I would be really interested to get your take because I'm mad, but then again, I'm always fucking mad. So.
But I love a sheet mask, right?
Who doesn't?
Okay.
Children should not.
And actually, I get it. Kids love what their mum does, whatever. It's a thing. But equally, they like to try on your 3-inch stilettos. It doesn't mean they're heading to the woods in a pair of hooker boots. Do you know what I mean? It's actually, there needs to be some semblance of common sense, right? So,
and who's the parent here as well? You have to be the responsible adult in this situation. It's this. When we were younger, it was wanting your mum's makeup. Wasn't
of course.
it?
And my girls absolutely love that.
Yeah.
They're Rubes this morning stole some sort of blue eyeliner, is putting it on her lips because I think it looks like a K-pop demon hunter. I was like, are you, right, we're going to school with the blue lips. And I said to Roy as he was leaving the house, I was like, do I tackle this? Is it problematic? Is she going to get a name? Is this a thing? Do we need to have a conversation? I said, I'm maybe going to let her off and then we'll tackle it another day. Anyway, he walked her into school. As they were walking in, she was like, I don't really feel comfortable with my lips anymore. And she rubbed the blue lips off before she went in. So she knows her edges. And she was like obviously feeling very cool at home, and then thought, oh no, I don't know if I'm quite here for this level of scrutiny. And so she, you know, we've all been there. But to me, first of all, and you mentioned this as her like luggage travel fashion company, whatever it's called, like referencing it in relation to Skims. Actually, the marketing around this feels
very Kardashian-esque.
So it's like beautiful little kids with these kind of, you know, whatever those jelly masks are. There's also unicorns on them. There's like little teddy bears. So irresistible to a kid, obviously. Of course. They also look cute, super cute on sociable. I imagine they're very shareable. And I get it. Children want to be at pamper parties. Like we all like TikToks of babies getting facials. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But to actually be like planting the kind of seeds of these steps and routines that we have until forever is bollocks. And then to reframe it, because I feel like the messaging around teaching kids about self-care,
care of yourself,
like it's hard to criticize that, because you're like, of course, oh well, who am I to tell you not to take care of yourself?
So
as
it's
a kid?
clever,
but I think it's a reaction to the response that it's gotten, which has been generally, what the fuck are you doing selling face masks to 3-year-olds?
I think it's manipulative to sort of position it as self-care for kids. Like ultimately, right, why do we need self-care? We need self-care because life is hard. You know, because we're going 1,000,000 miles an hour, because we're thinking of 1,000 different things, because we're trying to keep loads of balls in the air. So for me, an hour in the bath at the end of a busy day with a face mask on, that is my self-care.
Yeah.
Why does a 3-year-old need that self-care? Like they don't. Their lives are, for the most part, as they should be, carefree.
Totally. And also it's like self-care for a kid is, you know, eating an apple. Like the fundamental boring things in how we like teach a kid to look after themselves, to like nourish themselves, to like understand themselves. A face mask is not part of that. And truthfully, although it's now become a kind of outward like reflection of a self-care moment for Instagram, and I love it. But the bath is really the self-care element for you. The face mask is actually doing a job. It's not really, like it's a piece of tissue sitting in your skin with some active ingredients that make you look younger, because we're told we will be obsolete if we look older. And so actually we have to suffer all of that shit. And now we're saying that 3-year-olds have to suffer the same. And it just feels really bleak and really disappointing, because actually I think she's got kids herself as well. And I get it. I'm sure there's an absolute shit ton of money to be made. And I'm sure we'll see a similar UK, there'll be somebody who'll be doing this that's more familiar to us than her. And, you know, it's obviously a well-researched, open, white space market. As a businesswoman, it's probably a very clever move, but it just feels morally really a bit fucked.
And I couldn't agree with you more, mate. And you know, like, you're so right. Like, do you remember that turning point? Like when you started to worry about stuff when you were a kid? And I can pinpoint mine. I think I was in year 4, and I remember realising I was bigger than the other girls, right? And, you know, I was always like a bit curvy, a bit chubby, do you know what I mean? A bit taller, and I'd been fine with it as a kid. But I will always remember that moment I started to worry about the way I looked. And like...
And the freedom that you lose in that moment.
Yeah, all of it you lose, and you start to worry. And then it comes comes in waves after that, because you get adolescence, you get your teenage years, you know, your 20s, God. And it doesn't really ever go away. We spend so much of our lives wasted worrying about how we look, how other people see, how we can stay young and all these things. And like, listen, I'm absolutely guilty of it myself. But do we want to start kids on that trajectory even younger than we have to, than society makes them? Like, no, we don't. Let them fucking play out. Let them colour. Let them play with dolls. Let them I don't know what kids do. Do they eat sand? Like,
They
let them
eat
fucking-
sand.
Yeah, let them
They
fucking
rub
eat
muck on
sand.
their face. They make cupcakes. They waste your creams. They steal your things
Make
and they
potions
make
in the
shit
bath.
out of them.
Do they make potions in the bath still?
We have hit peak potion point.
I love
And
potions
it
in
is
the bath.
absolutely infuriating. I was like, oh, this is why my mom hated me. Because I stole all her stuff and like lied about it.
The old
And-
imperial leather.
Oh yeah, and a Lancome lipstick. I remember there was absolute war when I found the Lancome and then, gave it to a friend at school and it was like, no, it wasn't me because the
you're
death stare. You're in trouble.
You know you're in
But like that, it's, it is that kind of looking up to what your mom does, but knowing that that is not what you need to do or have to do. It's like, no.
And it's up to the parents to say that, to set those boundaries, to say like, this is something you might do when you're older, but it's just for me now.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I think we're blurring the lines there, and I just think I personally think it's all a little bit dark and a bit of a shame. Like, kids be kids, man.
And I think once in a blue moon, if they want to chuck on a little face mask and it becomes like a cute little shared moment, fine. But actually, in a way, and in a way, the kind of doubling down on this being part of a self-care routine that kids need is wrong on all of the. It's unhinged and not in a good way.
Not in a good way, in the worst possible way.
Do you know what's unhinged, but in a great way?
No, I know what you're going to say.
This is old-ish. It's from 2016, but has re-emerged. Remember there was that woman in Claridge's who was told to cover up and she put a towel on her head.
What was she doing? Was she breastfeeding?
She was breastfeeding and she put a towel over her head or a muslin cloth over her head when told to cover up. And this is in the same vein. So it's not brand new, but it's enduring and as relevant today as it's ever been.
Oh, I do feel like, I'm all here for a breastfeeding story. Go.
A breastfeeding woman squirting milk at a bypasser who told her to move on because her did was distracting her husband. I mean,
I'm all for like feminine rage being squirted. I feel like that's exactly how I would like to dispel my feminine rage in future.
I love that. Watch this space.
I mean, listen, if I was walking through a park and Erkan was to stare at a breastfeeding woman, right, I would not be mad at the woman. Not in a million years. I'd say, put your eyes back in your sockets, you fucking creep. We're going home. We're going.
You're in big trouble.
You're in big trouble, mister. No self-care tonight. No face mask for you.
Turkey's on the naughty step.
I really want to believe my husband would never do that. I just don't think he would.
But also I think I'm going to speak for him and all men.
Brilliant. I'm sure that pleased you're the ambassador.
I would say there is a distinct difference between how you view a breast pre-observing breastfeeding up close.
Yeah. Well, it's similar. It's so horrible to say and it's not very progressive at all. But have you seen that comedian did that joke? It's all about pregnancy where he's like, oh, you don't want to be at the business end of it. It's like watching your favourite pub burn down.
That was Robbie fucking Williams.
It was who?
Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams.
No, that's
maybe he stole it.
Yeah, I think it was something said years ago. Mate.
Okay. But like watching that and sorry, it's obviously a beautiful, natural, magical thing to do. But suddenly you realise, oh, that's why women have breasts. Not for our titillation, it's to feed the offspring. Yeah. And suddenly you're like, oh, which is cool, by the way. But there's this suddenly reframing of what you imagined breasts to be invented for. And it's not a balconette sheer bra.
No, it is. Absolutely is not. I
mean, it might be both. At a certain point.
Boobs can do two things.
They can. They can do lots of things.
Things can be two things.
Yeah.
So boobs can be there for
squirting.
Yeah. No, but boobs can be there for like entertainment.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
And enjoyment and fun.
Yeah.
And they can also be there for the primary purpose, which is to nourish and feed your child.
Yeah.
And I just think it's 2025. Like, we're not past shaming mothers for feeding their children in public. Like, I haven't got kids, mate. I don't know what your process was, but like, I'll be fucked if I'm like leaving the restaurant or leaving, going home or hiding myself in a room just because my bairn's hungry. Like it's the most natural thing going.
Yeah.
Like if I want to whip a tit out on the fucking tube, I'll whip a tit out on the fucking
Watch
tube.
me.
Watch it. Watch us. And if you look at us too long, I'll squirt you.
Some people might be into that. Don't tease them. They'll be following you around on the tube, eyeballing you, hoping for a little mouthful. I remember though, like,
did you breastfeed, mate?
I did, yeah. And
how did
I
you get
found,
on?
oh man, first time round, like honestly, it was such a struggle. I would say it only became like bearable / enjoyable 12 weeks in. This was the level of like manic determination I had to do the thing, right? Which I'm not.
Which actually is just so out of character for you.
So out of character, I don't know. But it was like tipping into illogical, I would say.
Obsessive?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like it became this thing that I really thought that if I could not manage to do this, I had failed on all levels, right? And so after that point, like I actually was really glad that I had stuck with it, but she had a tongue tie and it was very, very difficult from the get-go. And like anyone who has had a baby or gone down the breastfeeding route will know that the latch is everything. So they talk about that, like,
And that's when the baby essentially first clamps on.
yeah. But like, I mean, first clamps on every other hour, right? So it's like
Your nipples must be red
in bits. And I had a nipple infection at one point, and I had to go to the doctors. And I remember the doctor, who was a male doctor, it was like after Beast from the East, I had literally put on a pair of Ugg boots and a tracksuit and walked across the road to the doctor's surgery. And he said, I told him what has happened, and he said, would you like a chaperone? Okay. And I just.
When you say chaperone's lovely. A chaperone. Chaperone.
Would you like a chaperone?
A chaperone sounds like a chocolate bar.
Well,
I'd love
tasty.
a chaperone.
So I literally glared at him and was like, it's infected. I don't think it's going to do anything for you. And he was like, no, we offer a chaperone to everybody who comes in thing. I was like, if you're going to show me, I genuinely thought that what he was saying is, I'm not sure I'll be able to contain myself if I see your boob. And I was like, babes, it's fine. There's pus on it. You're grand today.
I love how you're like, oh, we tits are that wicked. He needs someone else in here.
He's going to need to be held. So anyway, I basically, sorry, what was the point? It was a shit show. But
breastfeeding, you're basically saying breastfeeding is hard. It's difficult. It's not a
for some people
thing.
it's not.
Okay.
And for some people it's not. But this assumption that, oh, it's natural. It's the most natural thing in the world. The baby climbs up you like a little ferret and then clamps on and just knows what to do. It's bollocks.
Bullshit for a lot of people.
Yeah, and really difficult. And I think women who fail to do it are like led to believe that it's easy, and therefore if it's not easy, it mustn't be right for them. So they're not actually given the help and the education and the care and the like continuity of care, I would say. So it's really tricky. But the second time round, it worked a dream. My second baby had a tongue tie. We got it nipped early, which meant she could
latch.
Yeah, and it was like
I'm learning.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And lovely. And it's a really lovely thing. But I do remember feeling quite self-conscious and vulnerable at points, but going, do you know what? I think I'm quite a strong woman.
Yep.
And I know one of my sister-in-laws would remove herself from the room and sit in a darkened room to feed. And I was like, can be quite lonely when you first have a baby and you're putting them down, you're going to sleep with them and I was like, if you're literally in a dark room while you're also feeding them, it's quite antisocial. And even though I'm somewhat antisocial, I was like, I'm going to get me tits out for feminism. It felt like a progressive move for me.
It is. And like the thought that a woman is feeling all those things and going through all that, and it's probably taken her quite a lot to be comfortable and be confident.
Yeah. Or she might not be. And she's just going, I prefer this than sitting in a room with a towel over my head.
It might have been pure desperation, mate. And the thought that another woman would attack her rather than having a go at her, like, let's have it right, a fucking creepy husband. Like, I just think that's criminal in this day and age.
Yeah.
We're past blaming women for men's fucking faults, I think.
I agree. I think squirt them both and be done with it.
Yeah, I just say get them both out and do a fucking double.
The baby's meanwhile rolling down a hill.
No, the baby's proud as punch.
Go on. You're like me in the front row of Strictly. Get it, girl. Oh, lovely.
If you spotted a story that you think we need to hear about, headlines, hot takes, or heated debates, please get in touch.
Please do. We want this podcast to be as much about you as it is about us too. You can email us at hello@getagrip.love. I don't know why I always get stuck on that. .com. The Instagram is getagrip.love. Oh, we're almost at 40k.
Oh,
we are. And our little Gagglers group is popping its puss. I know. She cringes every time I say it.
It's because you look at her for approval. You look at Izzy for approval.
It's the approval thing. I'm just going to say
looks at
it
Izzy
with
and she goes,
conviction.
Popping puss. And it's fucking disconcerting. I'm not even involved in the eye contact and I'm uncomfortable.
But I still feel like I'm using it. I'm just looking for her to go, babe, you got it, girl.
She's not going to do it.
Never once have I gotten it. 07457 411 037 if you want to send us a WhatsApp.
We like voice notes.
We love a voice note.
Love a voice note.
Absolutely love one. And we'll be back every Thursday. So please do hit the follow button so you do not miss an episode.
We have a lovely message here sent from Izzy via WhatsApp. She says, I bloody love this podcast. I've got all my friends into it. Love hearing that. And now we're obsessed. It's so good to hear people talk with such honesty about life and not trying to be perfect.
We were.
Speak for yourself. Thank you for being loud and chaotic. It makes us feel like we are normal.
You're not that normal if you like this. I say that lovingly. Be like Izzy, please, and share us with all your friends. Do it right now before you forget, because let's be honest, your head's like a sieve these days.
Oh, we're all just trying to do too much, and we really are. And if you can give us a review, wherever you're listening, that would be great. Remember though, it's 5 stars or fuck off. Bye.
Bye.